Welcome! Hi! We're here at TwitchCon for the first ever board game stream here at TwitchCon, where we are bringing live publishers from around where we play board games in the next 3 days. Is it 3 days, Joel?
3 days of streaming board games on this channel, and it will be sweet.
Right on. Well, I'm John Rankin. I'm the host for some of the days today. I'm joined with a Tilted Table member, Joel.
I'm Joel, member of the Tilted Table crew, also known as Long Haired Guy. And yeah, I'm a Twitch engineer who just loves playing board games.
We're joined by two other members today. We have Trisha from
Indie Boards and Cards. I'm the director of client experience and marketing at Indie Boards and Cards, and I'm here to teach you guys the tabletop version of Flashpoint.
And we have Justin.
My name is Justin Woodward. Yeah, thanks for the introduction. I work with Fig, it's co-publishing the digital version of the game of Flashpoint, working with the developer pretty closely, help them get funded on the platform, and looking forward to actually playing the physical board game.
Right. And I'm looking forward to playing the digital game. So we're going to teach each other. We're going to teach each other something new.
We're going to learn some new things. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So as Trisha and Justin mentioned, we are today, or for the next little while, we're going to be working with Flashpoint. Both the digital and the tabletop version, and we're going to have Trisha kind of give us a rundown on Flashpoint, what it is, how do we play. We're going to play through it with Justin, and Justin's going to show Trisha, and Joel and I are going to step back, and they're going to show you guys and Trisha how to play the digital version. That is it available for Steam now, or is it?
No, it's
Not
coming
yet.
out pretty soon.
Coming soon.
The first of the year.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that's so first view for anyone that wants to take a look at it. But with that in mind, you
Alright.
set us up the family rules.
Absolutely. So Flashpoint is a game about firefighting and rescue. The designer, Kevin Lanzig, he kind of always had an interest in firefighting and rescue growing up, and he actually became a volunteer at one point of a civil service. What is it called? I don't want to get this wrong. Rescue pioneer. I just want to I don't want to get his thing wrong. So I wrote that down just to make sure. And he loves simulation games. So he thought firefighting and rescue would make a great simulation game. And so that's how Flashpoint was born. And it's a super friendly, family-friendly co-op game. And I wanted to kind of hold this up just so that everyone knows when you play Flashpoint, in the instructions, in the basic game, there is family game setup. Always play this first, even if you think you're an experienced board gamer, because this is going to kind of set up the rules for you before you get into the other three versions, because the game only gets harder once you go into recruit, veteran, or heroic. You're going to have hazmats, you're going to have, I didn't even bring them out. You're going to have initial explosions that happen, so you're going to have walls falling down. So I'm going to teach you how to play the game.
So we're taking it on easy mode, so we don't get stressed out and.
Absolutely. Now I don't
It's
know.
too early for that.
Does anyone have a color preference on your firefighters? I personally love yellow. If anyone else wants yellow, I'll totally
Absolutely.
bend.
Here, you take yellow. Justin, what do you
All
want?
right.
Blue.
Blue?
Wait
Yeah.
for green.
All right, we'll pass you a green. And because, sorry for knocking I'll toss that all over. There you go, Justin.
All right, and you took red. So everyone's going to choose a firefighter color, and then I'm going to pass out the color associated with your firefighter, just so everyone knows, hey, this is who you're playing when you're on the board. Because we're going to work together to rescue POIs. So these persons of interest could possibly little kitty cats. There's also dogs, there's humans, but we want to try to rescue 7 of these, and there's also blanks. So if we find a blank, that just means nothing happens and we have to replenish the POI.
Okay.
We want to rescue 7 of these though before 4 of these become victims. Just to say it nicely, before they become victims.
Right on.
So the way to win the game is to rescue 7 of these, or the 2 ways to lose the game is if we lose 4 victims, or we take enough damage cubes and we run out of these and the house collapses on us.
So there's 2 ways to go. Okay.
Right. So not quite as bad as Pandemic, where you have a ton of ways to live and a ton of ways to die.
Yeah.
But we do want to work together to get these guys out.
Okay.
Now, I passed out action cards so that everyone can see what kind of actions they can take on your turn. Did yours get buried? All right, so everyone's going to get 4 action points on their turn. And on here, it kind of spells out what the points cost. You're going to only use up until right here, so ignore everything that's below the chop, because you're not going to use the yellow. That's for the advanced
I
version.
was really excited to use a fire deck gun.
So when
Just be able to, I imagine that's the hose, right?
It is
the big
awesome.
hose.
You have a little vehicle that drives around. No one can be in the quadrant, and then they can hose down like the entire quadrant, which is great when there's explosions and there's hot spots and there's all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's like, let's put out this massive fire in this section before the building just like collapses and we can't even get out. So when we have our firefighters on the board, we're going to place them near one of the doors on the board. Now, they say to put on any open space, but I don't know why you wouldn't want to put it near a door, because otherwise you're wasting points to move into the building.
Perfect.
So when you're moving your firefighter, if you're moving
I'll do this for you, Justin.
without a victim, it's just one action point.
Okay.
If you are moving into a space, you get to flip over the POI for free. That's a free action.
Okay.
But when you want to carry him out, instead of moving for one, it now becomes two because you're carrying something heavier than yourself.
Okay.
When you're moving through fire, now you can't move through fire when you have a person of interest, but if you're trying to put out the fires and you're moving through it, that's also 2 action points.
Okay.
If you're opening a door, these doors that we're starting with in the family-friendly version on the outside are already open.
Okay.
But if we want to open any of these doors, these are the closed doors, and you flip them open, and these are the open doors.
Okay.
Opening a door is 1 action point. Now we have smoke on one side and fire on the other.
Okay.
So when we extinguish smoke, it's also 1 action point. If you want to extinguish fire, it's 2 action points.
So to get it completely removed, it'll take 3.
Right.
Okay.
And then the last action that we can do in the family-friendly version is we can chop through walls. Now, it takes 2 action points, but you also put damage cubes. So you don't want to necessarily use these unless you absolutely have to, because it's like speeding up the way to die.
So we can't juggernaut through the whole building.
Right.
Okay.
So once we open doors, it makes it a little bit easier
So it just
for us to...
destroys the integrity of the building. That could
Pretty
collapse.
much. So it just makes us collapse faster.
Okay.
So that's kind of a last option. Once we're done playing the family game, in any version, you can always start using the character cards, which we won't use in this game.
Okay.
But these characters also have very specific things that they do and add to the thing. So they might let you move an extra space. They might let you move someone else an extra space. They have really cool things that you can do. But I'm going to put those over there. I just wanted to show you guys that those are available for a more advanced.
All right.
Knocking the thing down, I promise. So here's how a turn looks.
Yeah.
We're all going to start out there, and then we're going to use our action points.
Okay.
If I say I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, I've used all my action points. If I, for some reason, didn't want to use my action points, I can actually take an action point and save it.
Okay.
And I can save up to 4 of these, a maximum of 4.
Could you hold your turn, so if you wanted to, is it you're taking all 4 action points to save an action point? Or you're just an action in action?
So I can do action, 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 action. I can do 1 action and be like, I'm going to save these points for my next turn.
Perfect.
But I can only save a certain number of them
Gotcha.
total, and then you have to eventually use them.
Okay. Perfect.
So after I would use my action points, then we're going to take these 2 dice here. We're going to roll them, and we're going to place either smoke or fire. So right here I rolled a 6, which is this column here, and I rolled a 7, which is, perfect, right here.
Oh, wow, that building's on fire.
So right now, if I had placed something here where there was no fire surrounding it, it would just be smoke.
Gotcha.
If I place it here because it's next to fire, the smoke becomes to fire.
Absolutely, yeah.
If I had rolled that one, because fire on fire, that's what causes an explosion, and that's how the damage cubes are set against the wall.
Gotcha.
So after we do that, we check to make sure there's still 3 POIs on the board. If we don't need to reset those, then it moves on to the next person.
Okay.
So once someone is rescued, we always make sure there's 3 on the board, and then we roll for placement for those as well.
Perfect.
Okay? Anybody have any questions?
So we start anywhere on the board close to a door, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I know they say anywhere, but I feel like I'm not going to start here where I'm going to take all my turns just to move to a door.
You don't
right.
want to break.
Right.
Okay.
I want to hurry up and try to get in and get everyone out as fast
Can you
as I
share
can.
spaces like this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we all can start at the same door.
Absolutely. It's kind of nice to have a few of us at different doors, though.
More
just
strategic.
Since,
Right.
yeah,
to
just since
try
the
to
fire
figure
is in
out.
some different
Okay.
places. Actually, since there's no fire, even though there's a POI, I don't know. Do you guys think I should just go in and rescue, or do you think I should start by the fire and try to put that out?
I have never played this game before.
I think you should start by the fire.
I think I should start by the fire too. Okay.
All right.
I'll do this. I'll try to be the good Samaritan.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
I think the
Yeah.
only way we're gonna get that guy that's stuck in the washroom is if we Kool-Aid Man through the
Yeah,
wall.
that's right. That's rough.
I always laugh that the family-friendly setup has 2 guys on the toilet. That's the place to hide when there's a fire.
That's hilarious.
They got literally caught down with their pants down.
Family friendly. Yeah.
This is the family-friendly version.
Alright.
Would you guys like me to go first?
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
you know what? I'd opened Schwazi in case, but if you want to go first, by all means.
Oh, ow!
No,
yeah,
no,
I know
please
I-
go first.
No,
It's
no,
great.
I would love to do
Walk
that.
us through a turn. So it'll be good to see, I think.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
yeah,
I
no.
love those things, so I don't actually have that happen. Okay. So I will walk in for 1, and then I'm going to walk into here for 2, and I'm going to put this out, and this is 3, 4.
Okay.
So that is my turn.
So you have to be
I thought it
standing
was-
in the fire to put it out.
I can use up to 4 action points.
So so 1 to go here, 2 to go there, and then you spent 2 to turn into smoke, and then.
2 is to put out the fire completely.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay,
can spend
perfect.
1 to turn it to smoke.
Okay.
But if I turn it to smoke when there's fire next to it,
Gotcha.
it's going to turn right back to fire.
Gotcha.
So right now that I've used my action points, I'm going to roll to place fire. I have 3 and then 1. So luckily that's smoke because
Right.
the fire was put out there.
Okay.
We still have the 3 POIs on the board, so now it's your turn.
Okay, so I guess I will just kind of do this. I'll go 1, 2, and then it takes action to open a door.
Yes, so then you just flip
3.
it over.
And then we're gonna go 4.
All right.
And
Now
then
you're
I
gonna
roll
the
the
2
dice. So 3 and 3. So we have 3 and 3. It's already fired there.
Right. So this is where you're gonna witness your first explosion.
Okay.
So I do this just for a visual thing. I'm gonna take that fire away in a minute, but just so I know where the explosion happened, so I can set my damage cubes.
Okay.
So right now, because that's there's gonna be a damage there. With the door being closed, that's gonna blow the door open. It's
Is there
gonna
a threat to you being in front of the door?
because the door was closed. No.
Okay.
It would be different if it was open
Okay.
already. So that is going to spread fire to there, and then it's also going to spread fire to there as well. And so now I'll remove that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then we still have our 3 POIs, so it's your turn.
Okay, this is intense. I'm just gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run in here. I want to be the guy to take care of all this fire, but I also don't want to like run right in there because I assume that puts me at risk if anything here explodes. Perhaps. Is that correct?
The middle tends to be the section that explodes the most, just because
Yeah.
that's like the 3, 4,
Yeah.
and the 6s. And,
So if I were standing here and this exploded, what would happen?
you would have to start back right there.
Okay, I see. All right. So rather than do that, I'm just gonna open this door
Okay.
and then I'm going to take the last action.
Okay. Oh, do you have some over there? Yeah, you can
Got
say
some.
some.
Perfect.
So I will go in here, and I have 4. I can move 4 spaces,
Correct.
right? And then I can't do anything yet.
You can move your 4th action onto the guy
so
and
I-
flip it over.
Oh, okay,
Because
okay.
flipping him is a free action to make
Alright.
sure it's an actual POI. So it's
Alright.
not a blank. So
Okay.
that's good. So on your next turn, you can get him out.
Okay, cool.
We'll try to. Okay.
Oh wait, did you set your fire?
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
even.
I just
Right.
realized the dice
Yeah,
over here.
alright,
Hold on.
Alright,
roll
so I
that.
should.
That's 8 and
Before
5.
you go on further.
5 and 8 right here. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That guy just
So
died.
now,
Well, that's
Crispy.
He's
okay.
still smoke.
so
Okay.
what it is.
Once it's fire,
So
Oh,
smoke
you can't
inhalation.
see it till you jump on it.
once
okay.
it's fire, it's not good. And it's not
Right.
fire yet because there's a wall there. So if that
Okay,
wasn't a wall, if that wall was blown open,
Yeah.
then that would automatically
Gotcha.
become fire. So, all right. So we're gonna pretend like you did that.
I'm gonna- yeah.
And now you can go ahead and set your fire. So you can
Okay.
roll for yours. You got 6, 1.
Right? So smoke. Alright.
All right.
That's right beside you. So.
Might have to put that out, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So I am near a lot of things. I think I'm gonna spend 2 to point that way, and I'm gonna spend 1 to get that smoke. And I would normally, if there was no fire, spend that just to turn it to smoke.
Right.
But since it's surrounded, there's just no point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save my last action point for this turn. And then roll. And I have 5 8s. So
Oh, that guy is not having a
this
good
guy
day.
is toasty.
That guy's dead.
No.
This is not. This is. We lucked out. It is
And
a
it was
play.
nothing.
Yes.
That is not a
We-
victim.
Nobody died.
We very much lucked out on
That was just an interesting toilet.
Yes.
Yeah, toilet
That's
exploded.
good. So now that we don't have a third POI on my turn, I'm going to roll, and that's where the POI will end up.
Okay.
So we have 2 6.
2 and 6.
Right
All
behind me.
right.
Right, there we go.
You
I'm
wanna-
swimming in.
How did you?
If you
how
wanna
did you
play
miss
swimming in
that?
PO.
Could you push that guy over
All
there?
right.
All right. And that is the end of my
Okay.
turn.
So I don't know which guy to go for. The guy that's clearly right beside the door or the guy that's a little farther in.
I would go for the door, like the
door?
guy that's right next to you.
They're
because-
both right beside me.
Well, the one in the bathroom, because
Okay, that's a bathroom. That's a big bathroom.
Is it?
is it a bath? It has to be a bathroom. There's a toilet.
Oh yeah.
Jacuzzi? No.
No, is it a
Unless
toilet?
there's just like a
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
it's a
on the
toilet.
toilet.
This is a shower.
All right,
Okay.
I'll go in. I'll go
I
grab the
always
guy
call
from
it
the
the
toilet.
bathroom. I'm like, if it's
That's
not
a
the
full
bathroom.
bathroom.
If it's
That's a
not
half
the bathroom.
Okay, so I will
This
go
is the
in.
one, so
All right, so
yeah.
that's-
I'll see the guy on the toilet.
Oh,
The,
nothing.
the interesting
He-
toilet.
He faked us out.
Wow,
So we'll put
these
the
toilets are
wounded
really
guys
interesting.
here.
So that was 2
Put that over there.
or 1, 2,
2,
3. All right, what's going on with you? Oh hey,
Okay, that is a person.
I will. I'll hold my action.
All right.
I got you.
All right.
only have
so
to carry out an
first,
after.
you're gonna roll for the smoke or fire.
6 and 6. All right,
All right,
6 and 6. Yeah.
There. All right.
Another explosion.
All
All
right,
right.
so this opens the door.
Yes. So that goes there for a moment, so I can do that. That door opens, that wall breaks down. You can only put up to 2 cubes on each wall. That breaks, and then that creates fire there. That does not break open because there was no fire there to start
Okay,
with
right.
for that to puncture it open. All right, and then you have 1 POI off the board, so you're gonna roll for a POI.
All right. Let's get me a 1 and 1.
1-1. Oh, perfect. There's
Right
like.
behind you. Yeah.
All right.
Didn't see him there.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna do some firefighting. So I am going to, I guess, I can take a step here, and then that's 2 actions to put that out.
Correct.
And then
Do you have that extra action point so you can?
I do have that extra action point, so I can take 1 and 2, and then I can take 2 more actions. Oh, actually, I wonder if a better play would not have been. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, still don't have enough. All right. So that was 3 actions again. So I can just, take another. Action
Yeah,
point.
maybe you can save it and then.
And then next turn I'll
do
be able to
some
put out
major
2 fires.
firefighting. Yeah.
I'll do that.
So you can take another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Here's the dice, so you can roll to set some
2 and
smoke or
5
fire.
right here.
Okay. Perfect.
There, I got that.
Starting a fire in the bathroom.
Cool. So I am going to use. So is it 2?
2 action points. Now
move
you have
one
a person.
space.
Right.
Okay. So I'll move. And I can only move up and I can't move diagonal.
No diagonal,
Okay.
right.
Okay. Cool. So that's that.
Well, you can move. This is 2 if you want to move 4, so you're one closer.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So that way
Yeah,
next
boom,
turn you'll
there
be
it
out
is.
the door,
All right. Makes sense.
and then we'll have 1 saved. Let's see. We got 1 7.
7. So boom.
All right, so let's just smoke on that space. We could place that over there.
Got a very smoky bedroom.
All right.
It's not hot yet. It's not a hot bedroom.
It's just smoldering.
I'm
It's just
gonna-
smoldering.
I think I'm gonna put this fire and try to get to that guy. So I'm gonna
All right.
do 1 with the extraction point I saved, and then 2, 3 to put that out.
Yep.
4 and 5 since I had that extra action point. Let's see. It is a person, so I know on my next turn I can try to get him out. And we have 4, 4, and another explosion.
Uh-oh.
All right.
How many black cubes before we?
That's
What
when
is
they're
it?
all gone, right?
24, 30. I forgot the number. I forgot the number. It's probably best that we don't know.
Oh, there's still lots over here. I
So-
thought those were our only.
Okay.
So those two,
Yeah, okay.
those 2 were the walls blew out, and then that blows that door open,
Are we allowed to pass through those black bricks now?
Um,
Because the walls technically blew out, or they?
once there's 2.
Once there's 2, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I see.
when you use the veteran in dog, which is one of the expansions, the dog can
Okay.
squeeze through those cracks.
I see.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
that's really cool.
So, okay, so we did the explosion. There's still 3 POIs on the board, so it is up to you to
All right, so I
rescue someone.
I'm just gonna I can do this, right? I can fire, I have a free action,
Yeah.
right? Spare action, so I'm gonna use that to
put out the smoke.
put out the smoke.
Good idea.
And then I'm gonna go 2, 4,
Yeah.
and they're free now.
Yeah, so we're gonna put them here.
All right.
We have 6 more to rescue.
don't worry, ma'am.
6
I got
more.
you. I
Okay.
got you, ma'am.
All right.
Oh.
We can do some.
Oh yeah.
Set fire.
Set fire.
And then
And
POI.
POI.
Fire and then POI.
5 and 5.
5
You
and 5.
almost exploded me, but that's
Oh,
Yes.
it's only smoking. All right, let's see if we can get you a POI. What happens if a POI responds on fire?
So there's really cool little arrows that show you where to move. And there's already a fire.
Okay.
good. Right, so that's what.
1 in 6. So there's
1
now
in
a
6.
person of interest that I missed outside the door. I was just left.
Why don't you
Alright.
pick a random one and put it there?
Don't worry, I'll come get you in a moment. It's your coach.
Just like stepped over them.
I didn't see you there.
I thought you were dead.
No, I'm really sorry. I'll be back.
All right, so I am just going to keep controlling the fire in this room. So I'm going to spend 2 points to put out that one, and I'm going to take a step, and then I am going to spend 1 point and one of my stored points to spend
Good idea.
that.
How far can you shoot your gun?
You can shoot into the space right next to
Oh,
it.
okay, perfect.
It's only like when you start adding the vehicles and the different things that you can do extra really cool things. So
That
once
will
you
be my
add
turn,
characters,
so I will roll
yeah,
some dice.
Yeah.
get you some dice. 6,
3
3.
and 6. Here.
All right, smoke. And then we still have 3 POIs. Okay,
So I can't go through the smoke.
You can.
you can go through smoke. You
Oh,
can't
I
go
can't.
through fire with
Oh,
the
okay,
video,
okay,
so
okay.
you're good.
So I'll just go through and I'm out now. Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
All
So
right,
this one's saved.
we have 5 more guys to rescue.
It's a 7?
Yeah.
7 people?
Yeah,
Okay.
7 people.
And when I'm out here, do I have to enter this door, or can I do like what we did in the beginning and enter
Well,
another
you
area?
have to walk around.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so
4, 7.
4 and 7. So 4 and 7.
All right, just smoke because there's no fire connected to
I
it.
like how they have a board game room in this little house.
All right, I have my person, so we're gonna do 1, 2. Not out yet, but we're getting there. Let's see, 6, 6.
We already had a 6-6 earlier.
Oh.
That's a big explosion.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's put that there for a sec so I can.
Well, if you wanted to go through that door now, Justin, you're
That
welcome
door
to.
is now blown off.
Does that mean we can't go through it, or?
No, it's okay. That just goes there. This one gets opened because the explosion, that fire
Yep.
is there. This goes there. That one goes there.
Wow.
And
So now I can walk through here.
correct.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's helpful in a way, but you just don't want to run out of all of them because then we die.
Yeah. But this is not great.
All right. So I did my explosion.
Alright.
There's still 3 POIs, so
Okay.
it's up to you.
Well, this guy I stepped over last time. I guess I should try and save him. Ah, he's
Oh,
not
you
a
totally
thing.
faked us out.
He's not a. All right, so that's 1. I'm gonna use my second action to blow that smoke out. Then I'm gonna hold 2. I think that's a good safe go.
Yeah.
All right.
Agreed.
And then we're
In
gonna.
case something pops up.
Something pops up. I have enough to move them
Yeah.
out. 5 and 3.
5 and 3 is right here.
So
So you're still good with smoke. Okay.
it's a little smoky in there now.
And then you're
Justin,
gonna roll
good
for
luck.
POI.
Yeah. Had to deal with
Why
that.
should I give you a POI in there for you? 1 in 5. Well, look at me go, saving
Right
those
there.
actions.
Right where you came from.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
He had a friend.
Cool. All right.
His friend was hiding.
I'm just going
Just
to use
chilling.
4 actions. Oh, sorry, 3 actions. Take a step forward, put that out, and
And
save
then
1.
Save 1, yeah. I think that's a good idea.
All right, cool.
Set your fire.
Oh yes.
3.
3 and 6, right behind me.
At least it's smoke now,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
That's good. much less dangerous.
So I can walk through these. Does it take 2 to get through each one, or is it just?
I think it's always
regular?
fire.
Just
Just
with
fire.
fire, yeah. Do we have 3 POIs on the board? 1,
we
2.
have three?
I forgot to set a POI.
Did you?
We did
Okay.
this one, but did we have? Oh,
you're
because you
standing
did that
on
one
one.
so quickly. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'll just have
Okay.
you roll for his real
Sure.
quick. Okay. All right. We have 6, 5, which is
5 and
Here.
6.
all right. So we got someone there.
Just standing beside the piano.
All right, and you. It's your turn next, correct? Okay.
Right. Try to-
Yeah. So I go 1, 2, 3,
Songs about fire.
4. So can I flip?
Yeah.
Boom.
All right. It is a person.
Found a guy.
I just keep it right there.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. So
5,
5.
4. Man, this room is getting really smoky. I feel like it's gonna go up in flames in a
Blow
minute.
up.
Yeah.
We
So
might
as
have to
one
put some of
turns
those
to
out.
Fire, they all turn to fire.
I think so, right?
If this
a middle
is
one.
next, yeah. So like if something is next to it, smoke at the end of the turn turns to fire when it's next to fire.
Okay.
So
All
it's
right.
only smoke when it's next to smoke.
Yeah.
So
So it causes a chain reaction if this is fire. So boom, boom.
right
boom.
at the end of the turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So but you're okay for now. So
Wait, real
Set-
quick, so
Yeah.
I know, how are we putting the POIs in? Like, that's
So-
one thing that I kind of didn't quite
So this is
understand.
we're just putting them over here if they're dead, and because that was a blank, that one didn't count.
Yeah.
And so the guys who we rescued, I have over here.
No, I mean, put more onto the board.
Oh, so when there always has to be 3.
There always
so
has to be 3, I
when
see.
there's not 3 at the end of someone's turn, we roll for the smoke or fire, and then we roll for POI
I get it, okay.
to place them on the board.
All right.
Okay. I have my POI, so I'm going to get them out the door here. We have now rescued 3,
Out of the 7.
and then right. Let's not have the house collapse before we get these other guys. I'm going to go 3 and 4, and I'm going to try to get some of this stuff next turn.
Perfect.
So that way we can try to stop having so many explosions. I have 2 8s, so that's all the way over there. If you could place some smoke.
2, 8.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go get that.
And then I got to place a POI.
A random stream of smoke came out of the bed.
And we have 2 5 for POI. Is that the bathroom again?
No, it's right beside Justin by the looks of it.
No.
5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Okay, if you could place a POI over there.
That is the bathroom again.
Yep.
They really love those bathrooms.
I'm gonna have to go grab my thing.
All right.
All right. So I got my two free actions. All right. Well, I'm gonna use them. 1, 2. Find my person. And
Very
then
good use
so
of
2,
actions.
4.
Awesome.
All right. We got her.
Yeah.
All right.
Please don't explode.
3 and 6.
So-
6 and.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's not good.
So,
That's not gravy.
That turns to fire. Because
Fire.
Oh, schnookies.
Fire. All right.
it happens.
Must have.
It
I'm
happens.
sorry.
Someone's gonna have to bust me out, you know what I mean? Break the wall.
You're just Kool-Aid through the wall.
1 POI, 2, 3 POIs. We are good with POIs, so
All right. So
back to you.
I'm gonna go take a step here. Spend 2 to get rid of this fire.
Very good.
Because that door is open. That's no good. And then I can either. So that was 1, 2, 3. So I can take another step forward and then put out. Wait. 1,
Can you
2,
put
3.
this one out?
I can put that one out. Definitely.
I would put that one out this turn, and then next turn
And
try
not
to
worry
make your
about
way.
those.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And then I have to spend one of my stored action points for that.
Totally worth it. Okay.
Someone is wishing you hello.
Oh, who's here?
Insert straw
Oh,
here.
hey, Steph. My friend Stephanie Straw is here somewhere at TwitchCon. She is amazing. She raises so much money for Extra Life for the children's hospitals.
Okay.
So she's always streaming board games and video games.
So for
Yeah.
those that are watching Extra Life, you should check them out if you
Yeah.
haven't heard of them before. They stream charitable video games, sport games, all that stuff every year for
Yeah,
it's
it's
for
such a wonderful cause.
around the holidays. Is where they usually do.
My friend's store is doing it for the first time this
Yeah.
year, so I'm really happy that they're participating. It benefits one of the hospitals I had surgery at when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
So not to sorry, not to distract, but Whose turn is it?
All right, hold
I
on.
believe I just put out a fire,
You just
and
put
I get
fire.
to roll.
Yeah, you didn't roll yet. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, it's my turn yet?
I don't know.
Did I miss it?
That is 2
2-2.
and 2. Right there.
Right there.
All
Got
right.
a little bit of smoke.
Not too bad. We still have our.
That side of the house is
I got 3
relatively.
guys.
Oh yeah, he's under the.
Yeah.
Okay, he's under there. Okay, so it's
Okay. Can I unlatch and bust through a wall, Kool-Aid style?
you could leave that person there. You don't have to take them because they're there.
Okay, so
You can totally.
so what I want to do is I actually want to break through this wall. Not advised, obviously, by your.
I hope we can make a gif of that
like-
reaction.
I'm like, you want to bust through the wall.
I want to save the person, right?
Yes.
So I can't put out fires with the person.
Sure you can.
You
Okay,
can.
oh, okay.
It'll just take you longer to get out. I would recommend maybe moving one and putting one out.
Okay, that's
With
what I was
them?
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
After busting
Because
the wall, but that
because
would be
if
really
we
exciting.
bust through the wall and just get them out there and we leave that, this is also going to turn into explosions.
Oh, I
So,
see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll go boom,
And then you can
and then
put
put the
one of
fire.
those out. Yeah.
Does it turn to smoke or is it
No,
No,
completely
that one's gone.
Okay.
So you're good.
They have to refire up the place.
Yeah, it's gonna blow me up right now.
Yeah.
Watch.
Please don't blow up. Okay. We're good. Oh, we're good.
Okay.
We're here.
Brilliant.
1-3. We're just smoke. This is such a thing in this game. Like the pressure and the intensity of like, oh my god, are we gonna die? It's like the ceiling gonna collapse on us.
I feel like because I'm on this side of the house, I'm okay, and I've got my POI. But the side Justin's in, I'm a little worried right now.
There's the flip side to
I'm
this
worried, too.
board where there's not doors on every 4 sides.
Oh, fuck.
And we had like explosions and everything on one side, but the door was over here.
Oh
and
no.
we should have just busted through the wall to start out because it would have taken a lot less time. But the house totally just like collapsed because we were trying to get back and forth, and I was like, that is not a good strategy for next time. That is something we cannot keep doing. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out in our favor.
This is really interesting because now I really understand the digital, like,
Yeah.
'cause there's certain aspects of it that
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure how it worked, the
Yeah.
mechanics. So when you break through the wall, that also damages the integrity. You have
Right.
to put a black.
Yep.
Oh, see, I didn't
Yeah,
even realize
so that
makes
is
sense.
contributing to the house collapsing.
All
on
right, so
you,
when I was playing the game,
Yeah.
I always break through every wall. No, I'm just kidding.
you definitely don't want to do that.
Is the wall not affected in the digital version?
No, it definitely is.
Okay.
But it's like I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you have hazmats and the hot spots on the board, like the walls collapse so fast. And so when you contribute to that, like you might as well just be like, I'm just gonna lay here and let it fall on me because it's going to very quickly.
Oh boy.
So where my guy is at, I can put the smoke out for 1 without moving, and I can move for 2 and put this out for my other 2.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
So that way,
Yeah.
we're a little bit clear for
That works,
explosions
yeah.
in there for a moment. And then we have 4-5. So we just have smoke in there, which is good.
That's great
There's
compared
no-
to what we had before.
Right, there's no
great.
fires ablaze. And we still have 1, 2, 3 POIs, so we're good on that.
All right, so I'm gonna rescue this guy here.
Yeah.
2, 3. I think I'm gonna hold my action. 2, or hold my one action.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Go for a sprint afterwards,
Right,
because we don't know where the next POI is gonna be, right?
absolutely.
So 5 and 6, which
So
is
we
not
have-
great.
Okay. Ow, we lost the dog!
No.
Oh, I love animals so much
Does
more
the
than
dog
people.
die?
Is that a half of a
The dog died.
POI or is
The
it?
dog died.
Sparky.
The doggo. I'm very sad.
Okay. This is tragic. I don't know if I can go on.
So
I
now I
must
get to
have will.
now I get to roll for 2 POIs.
Yes.
Okay. So 2
We have
and 8.
Alright, so 2 and then the 8 over there. So we have it on that smoky area. If you could place one of those.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then roll for the other POI.
5 and 8. Or 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
I can read.
Okay, so the arrow points there, that arrow points to there, so that one is here.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Okay.
They don't make them start out like if like they're on fire, they're not just
They're-
gonna
they're not
die
gonna-
when you roll.
they're not gonna
So
spawn
it's
and
nice
start-
that it's nice that the arrows kind of redirect you of like if
Yeah.
you roll this is where X is gonna end up.
Okay.
So
It's my turn.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go here. I am going to put out this smoke. I'm gonna put out this fire,
Yes.
and
Perfect.
then I'm gonna spend my last action to take a step here and check this out.
And they faked us out.
How many fakes are in here?
All right.
I think that's it.
That's
They
it for
have you
fakes.
remove. They have you remove 2 POIs and 1 fakes before you set up the
Oh,
board.
okay.
So I think that's the last fake.
I'm gonna roll some dice.
All right.
Roll the
yeah.
dice.
There you go.
3 and 8.
3 and 8.
All
is
right.
for smoke, and then for
Still
a
good,
new
still
POI.
good. 2 and 1.
2 and 1.
All right.
Oh, that's right by you.
That's great.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I'm going to boom, put this one out,
Yes.
Yep.
and then move over.
Well, that's 2 action points and 4
that's-
action
yeah.
points.
Oh, okay.
Because when you have someone, like when you're
Oh,
carrying
that's
someone,
right.
they
That's
weigh
right.
more,
Okay,
so then you
I'm
can't move as quickly.
I'll just chill right there then.
And then we got 4, 6.
Right beside Joel.
Yeah. But that's okay. We don't have the fire ablaze,
Yeah.
so it's not going to explode.
Yeah.
Well, this could get dangerous.
It could get dangerous very quickly,
All right.
but not yet.
Okay.
At least one more turn.
Okay.
Or 2, hopefully.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Okay. Do you want me to go back out for that POI? Do you want me to try to come in and put out fire?
What do you think, Joel? What do you think, Justin?
I think rush for the win. Go get the
Rush
POI.
for the win.
I think, yeah,
Gonna
get
go
the
for the POI?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3. Turn them over.
Oh, yeah.
It is a lady. And I'll save my 4th action since I can't drag her out with that. And we have 5, 2. Right here. Got some smoke,
Okay.
not fire, not explosion, so we're good.
Perfect. Okay, so I don't have to roll yet.
Right.
I'm gonna do. I have an extra action, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, take that out with 3,
Good idea.
and then go 4, and get faked out.
All right. I think that's the last one, I believe.
And I'm gonna. I'm just gonna jump on the bed while I hold another action.
Yeah,
All right,
I think,
and
I think there's only 5 in this one.
so I got 2 and 5, so that is fire now.
Okay.
Fortunately, there's nothing else.
Right.
And then I get to roll again. 5 and 6.
All right. Oh, okay. So that's that. 6, 5. Okay. That way. So it's right where you are again.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you there.
Wait, really? So, sorry.
Because it was here, and that arrow points to there, and there's fire, so that arrow points to there.
Oh, it was 6 and 6?
No, 6 and 5.
6 and 5.
Oh, sorry, 6 and 5.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it started in that
Sure.
same spot.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. So
All right,
that works
my
out.
turn.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a look at that. It's a kitty.
Yay!
All right.
Save an animal.
So
Wait,
I'm gonna go
do you actually have to use
1.
2 actions to carry the kitty out?
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know. The cat could be
It
scratching.
could be
and
scratching.
fighting.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to run away with it. I'm saving your life.
And you're like, I'm just trying to save you, and the cat's like, ah, I'm not having any of this. You know,
Right.
partner.
That'll be my 2 actions. 3 and 8. That lights up, but no disaster.
But we're still okay.
We're all right.
So get this person out.
Well, if we get a smoke here or here, it'll set something off.
Yeah, so we saved.
So,
Save?
how
So
many
we have
got up
5.
5.
there? All right,
So-
we have 2 more.
Between the 2 of you.
And okay,
We
yeah.
can do this.
Yeah.
We can win.
I think we're pretty safe.
Well, what's the, how many more damage cubes can we sustain?
We can sustain many damage cubes.
Yeah, that's
I have only 4 over here, so I was a little worried.
Yeah.
Do we roll for another POI, I guess, or?
Is there only 2 on the board? Yes. All right, 5, 4. So, right.
Another
there.
one on top
yeah.
of me.
So we'll
All right.
just put the cat there, and that one goes there.
Sure.
Now you can't carry 2 at once. You can flip it over to see what it is,
Okay.
and then
Sure.
bring the cat out
And then I
move
can
back
choose
in.
which one to save, right? Which life matters.
Which one do you want to save?
All right, we're gonna go 2 and 4. So this lady is out the door.
Amazing.
All right.
If it was the cat or the dog, what would you choose, Joel?
Oh man, that's tough.
I have a theory on this, and we actually talked about this in my book club. We decided that like if you died in your house or apartment and had a cat, your cat would just eat you.
Yes.
If you died
absolutely,
and had a
yes.
dog, your dog would just like cuddle up and die next to you probably.
Probably wine.
Because it's like your best friend and it's really sad. So like.
That's hella
I'm
morbid.
sorry to every cat lover out there, but it's just logic.
It's just
I'm gonna look
pure
that up
logic.
now.
Just look it up.
Yeah, that sounds.
That's why cats get on you when you're sleeping, so that they can gouge out your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're
if
just
that's
waiting
true.
for you to die.
This is not proven fact, folks. I'm just stating a conversation. Oh, we have an explosion.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that explodes on top of me.
Yes.
Great.
So right here.
Does it kill everything?
So right.
You were so close.
So right. No, this is not good. Okay.
This is did it. Huh?
That's there. That's there. You go to the closest door.
And those are both dead.
That was heroic.
Suddenly
Suddenly,
you got
it's
a
that
cat.
much harder. We have one more person to put on the board, and then
Hopefully they're not in
How
here.
many people have to die before we fail?
4.
Okay.
yeah.
So-
It's
So it's like one more we survive, and everyone lives, and then, well,
Right.
not everyone, but
Yeah.
you know, we win at
dear.
least.
1 and
And
Oh yeah, we got this.
okay, can you put that down there?
This is 1 and 6. Oh my
Oh,
God! Right.
easy.
Okay.
1, 2,
Oh, thank
3,
goodness.
and I have 5 actions.
That was a double whammy though.
That was
I've never seen that
disastrous.
happen.
Triple. Really.
Two at once.
Like you died, and the cat died.
And the cat's owner might have
You
died.
cat's owner. Flashpoint's not for the faint of heart. Boy. All right. Well, I'm going to roll.
Do you have that extra?
I do have that extra
right.
action.
Right.
All right,
So,
watch.
I can do this.
Watch the magic happen.
1, 2, 3, flip. Oh, well, Mr. Businessman, it's your lucky day. 5.
He was lying right in front of the door the whole time.
All right.
All right.
So who do we have left? We got them all?
That's it. We saved
That's it.
some
We
did it.
people.
We
saved it.
See?
Did it.
We won.
Did it,
I
team?
don't know.
You
This
won.
is weird, but yeah.
All right. By the
Perfect.
skin of our teeth.
All right. So that was scary with the moment where we almost.
Nothing like a little bit of
Right.
like a last minute explosion.
It's a bit of like
Cause some
pandemic.
trauma.
Yeah, it's a little bit like pandemic where you come down to the last bit of cards and
We're
you're
like, we
like,
totally got this. Or maybe not. Not sure yet. Hold on.
awesome. Okay, so that is actually I really enjoyed that.
It's
That's
super
a great.
fun.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Yeah.
chunk of time. It wasn't
It took
too,
a time,
too
but
long,
pretty
yeah.
simple to learn. Like I
Yeah.
got the rules like that. I like the really easy system for like spawning the fires.
Very simple to understand. Very easy. You have 4 actions. Very easy to get around. Carrying people makes sense, except for the cat.
Yeah. That's,
I'm convinced it's because the cat will scratch you.
Yeah.
all right.
Maybe you're just not a cat. Maybe you have cat allergies.
I have cat allergies.
See, try and
Like
pick up
I'm
a cat.
trying to get out, my
All of our
face is
fire.
like I'm like, ugh. It happens.
So what are variations of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I had mentioned, if we were going to play an advanced version, everyone would get a card. So you have the paramedic who can do some healing, the fire captain who gets 2 free commands. You have the fire specialist which gets extra movement.
Okay.
The driver operator, this is the one that you were talking about using the little vehicle.
Yeah.
So he actually operates the vehicle that drives around.
Okay.
And that's when everyone has to, like, if the firefighters are in this quadrant and you wanted to hose here, you had to make sure to get out. And you can see the dotted lines where the quadrants are. There's 4 quadrants
Gotcha.
on each board.
Yeah.
And so then he can hose down and get rid of that whole area for you. You have the generalist who just gets an extra action point.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
that's
pretty
cool.
nice.
That's always always like, oh, this comes in handy. You have your CAPS firefighter,
Yeah.
your imaging technician, you get your hazmat technician, so he gets rid of the hazmats for you.
And hazmat becomes a thing later, like in the non-family
Right,
friendly.
and
Okay.
so then you have your veteran and dog, which I don't have that expansion here, but when the veteran is close to somebody, they get an extra like move. The
Okay.
dog can squeeze through like the little areas here when he's trying to get to people to rescue them. So he can squeeze through the one space rather than waiting for it
Yeah.
to break down into 2, which is nice. And he gets extra movement. He gets a lot of action points, but that's because he's a dog and he doesn't get to do anything except rescue people. So he can't put out fires, he can't move through them. So the downside of the dog is if he was stuck here, he can't move until someone comes and cleans out that area
Gotcha.
so he can get out.
Okay.
So he can't put them out as he goes along. And so this is one of the variations where you're using these cards here. And then the other variation cause explosions quite quickly. And then you have your little hot spots. So you have to there's a guy on here that can actually put out hot spots. Otherwise they stay on the board and they just help trigger explosions and fire quicker.
Okay.
And then you have your little vehicle that drives around and put out fires.
Wow.
And there's so many maps because we have so many different expansions and all of the boards are double-sided. So there's high rises, there's like a battleship, like submarine battleship thing. There's really cool locations.
So yeah, okay, wow. Yeah, I think adding the additional maps is always a good thing too, right? So,
Yeah.
having a fire dog would be pretty cool.
It's one of those games when you play it, you want to end up playing it over and over, especially when you lose.
Yeah.
Because you're strategizing of like, what could we have done differently?
Yeah.
And like, how can we be more efficient next time?
Yeah, it's the mark of a good co-op game, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So what are some of the differences between the digital version and the tabletop version? Do you think of off the top of your head?
It's pretty much the same, but it automates a lot of
Right.
obviously the placement and then like the numbers and the back ends, the flames go up, by themselves, and the smoke.
The smoke and the flames, I just saw like the still images of it when it was on, when it was being funded, and the pictures were just amazing. The graphics looked amazing, and it looked so realistic.
It's very it captures the charm and family feel of the game, and then kind of adapts that to a digital game. And so while I've been playing it a bit, I played it really early stages because we were helping the team fund the game, and I was just kind of enamored by how it looked, and I just kept playing it. And I didn't quite understand, but since I could like tool around with it, it's not just pieces. I was able to understand it. So like now playing it here with you guys, I really kind of quite understand the flavor and how it feels. So
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So pretty much anyone can pick this up anywhere, right?
Yeah, you can pick this up on Amazon. You can pick it up at your friendly local game store. We just had a Kickstarter. It will not be in retail, but we are going to sell it at conventions and whatnot until it is gone. Tragic events. We love Flashpoint. We love adding expansions onto Flashpoint because it has such a wonderful fan base. And pick it up.
Well, with that in mind, I don't know which controller is which, but Justin has got.
we'll figure it out.
Oh, I'm sure you guys will.
Yeah.
But
We're going to transition.
we'll transition over to
Transition
the
into the
actual digital
All
version.
right.
Alright. Yeah, so this is Flashpoint by Retro Epic. They teamed up with the original creators of the game, and they're a team in South Africa. I actually met them when I was, or heard about the game when I was at Paris Game Show, kind of looking for like really interesting games. I talked to them. They were so thrilled to actually have the IP and wanted to figure out alternative ways to fund the game.
Right.
So just a background. I'm a developer, but I also work at FIG. I did my project for FIG, which is an event. It's similar to other crowdfunding platforms, but it has an investment portion and it has a reward-based portion. So people actually can invest in this particular game and feel like they're a part of the production by knowing that they will get a return, for the game. So we worked with them from the early stages. I've seen the early builds, and then it's awesome how it's gone. How far it's come.
Now, for the Steam version, like when you have apps and things, some of them you can only play with local players. Are you going to be able to like hook up with your friends and be able to play? So if I'm at my house and you're at your house.
Yeah. So right now it's local co-op, and they're working on figuring out the online.
Yeah.
See, I think the local co-op still has a kind of a place in video gaming. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Go over to the same
Couch
place.
co-op is like.
Couch co-op.
I do miss the days where everyone would just sit there together and play like Super Smash Brothers or something.
Yeah.
Where everyone's all
Yeah, that's Halo,
Where someone's all in the same room together. But it's also nice for like my friends that live across the country and I only see them at conventions when I travel.
Yeah.
So it's nice when you still want to hook up and play a game.
So
Yeah, no,
that's some of the.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, but that's what board games are. You have co-op nowadays, right? So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool that.
So this will be on Steam and then mobile, and then they're also working on getting on like the Switch, right?
Awesome.
So and that would be super sick, right?
That
Because
is awesome.
you can pass around the Joy-Cons and just have a good time.
I'm never leaving again. I feel like, sorry boss, I'm playing Flashpoint right now. I gotta save some lives.
So as you can see, there's I think you may have the first controller.
Oh, do you want to switch?
Yeah.
Let's switch.
All right, switch.
stuff yet?
It's
Well,
not.
we having some troubles.
These are really nice looking. I like that I can see the inside of the Xbox controller.
Yeah. When it rumbles, it's just like
The
you can
inner
see it like
workings.
spinning and stuff.
It was just working. I just tested.
If there's, we can also use the keyboard if there's.
Alright.
Or a resetting.
I'm so excited to try this. How many maps do they have on the digital version right now?
Right now, they only have 2 that you can play,
Okay.
but they're expanding it.
That's
The final number hasn't finally
Yeah.
dialed in, but they're working with.
Try now.
That's cool. Oh,
There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Wait, are you showing?
One of them worked.
It's awesome.
All right.
What is it?
Oh wow, this is fantastic.
Yeah, the illustrations are.
Wow.
The art style is really nice.
It's got
very
that.
charming.
Yeah, it's charming. It's got that chibi look and like the painterly style. But what's interesting is the randomization of the smoke and the fire.
Yeah.
You're like, where is it gonna go? And then it just sparks and it hits and it has this
Oh,
like
that is cool.
visceral kind of quality to it. All right, let's do this. So we'll just keep it at the number of firefighters 4, and it's similar.
Oh wow.
It's exactly the same. So press A real quick to join.
Okay.
So then your turn will be next. All right. So I want to start, and you can give me strategies actually, because you kind of know
So-
where I should start.
So that's an open door. That's
think
open
there's
door.
an open door
so we have
here,
an open
yeah.
door on top and bottom only.
All right. I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll start
over
here.
there. And then
And you can also press the RB and LB to kind of spin
Okay.
the map.
all right, I'll go there.
All right. So I will go. I'll go here. This is closed though. No.
Kind of looks closed, or is it open?
No.
All right.
There's a footpath on the other side too, which looks like.
Yeah. Do I have to select the other guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have him go over here. You can walk right into the flames.
All right. So as you can see, I can kind of see a little bit better. Turn around.
Oh, it actually tells you how far you can go too.
Yeah. So it kind of automates that.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll lock into this character.
So what is that action there that you're doing there?
That's just like showing you that you have the character locked onto you.
Gotcha.
You grab him, yeah.
Or carabiner, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in my turn.
What happened? Uh-oh.
So there you can kind of see where it's gonna start.
And there's the explosion.
Oh,
wow.
cool.
That is.
And then we see the damage up in the...
Yeah,
That is
damage.
crazy.
Those are those. So yeah, those are those
Go
little black
here.
blocks right there.
I want to move.
You get A again, yeah.
An A again.
Oh, stand by, I guess.
Okay.
I'm getting word from a producer about something.
What's up?
See. So hit A to just kind of confirm your
Yeah, to
move.
confirm. And when you're done, you just press Y to end the whole
Okay.
turn.
Okay. And then I can go
Oh,
like
that's
that.
awesome.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
yeah. Distinguish, and then
If you want to run on it, if you want to.
I'm just going to do, it's not the top one, I'll just do that. Close that out.
Nice.
You know what? I will move one more just so I can get next to the other fire. And then end my turn. Hopefully fire doesn't fall on me.
That's not good. All right. Let's see.
I do like in the corner how they have those cubes represented for the explosion.
Yeah, it's just it's
That's
very
nice.
clean,
Yeah,
like
it's a very good
representation
visual
of it.
representation.
Oh, does it tell you who there's there?
Yeah, so there is a person there.
Oh yeah. Knocked out cold.
So I have them, and release No. I'm gonna end the turn. Wow, that is a mess.
Okay.
I feel like it's really
seems
silly
dangerous.
to go in there,
Nonsense.
but I'm just gonna do it anyways.
What happens if your firefighter is the same thing? It just
It's
goes
the
back to
same
start?
thing. You
Yeah.
go back to the start and have to figure it out. Yeah.
Can you still take an action? Well, it looks like he still has an action. Yeah.
Well, you can turn it into smoke, but it'll just go to fire again, right?
You know,
Yeah.
graphics.
I want to see how it looks on here.
And the
Just
same
like-
thing. The same thing. I think you could still end your turn and then it'll.
Oh, we
Oh.
got another exploded.
Oh, he got
Yeah,
he got
see, the
flipped.
smoke turns right back into fire. That's
All
cool
right.
just to see how that actually works in the game.
So I'm gonna go
We're
here.
gonna drag that person.
And I'll take this turn.
That looks like
Yeah.
dragging caveman style.
That's gonna turn to fire again, though. Or
Is that a door? Yeah, that looks like a door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was not the best.
Alright.
Well, you know what? We're just showing off the
Yeah.
Let's go
the
here.
algorithm.
Alright.
You don't know Al? Gore rhythm?
Do this again.
It's like your first turn all over
I
again.
know. And like I feel like Groundhog's Day over here.
Alright, so caveman drag.
It's just
Okay, finishing
you
that
have
up.
them plastered to yourself, and you're just kind of.
Smoke in the bathroom.
All right.
Alright.
Extra
so
heroic.
just that one, I guess. We'll do up there.
You can get two, right?
Yeah, I can
okay,
get two.
two.
And then I'll turn and do that one. And that one. I feel a little safer now. Until
No?
I spoke too
Fortunately,
soon.
you're okay.
Imagine what